What's up, guys? My name is Connor, gamertag is Carstairs Cowboy, and you are watching my first ever YouTube video. Now, because this is my first YouTube video, I still don't really know what I'm doing. So, if the quality isn't top-notch, please forgive me for that. I'm still learning. A little bit about myself. I live just north of Calgary, Alberta, in the wonderful nation of Canada. And I live kind of way out into the weeds, so my internet connection isn't really that fantastic. I'm 20 years old, and I'm in my third year in the Department of Social Anthropology at the University of Calgary. So my channel isn't going to be focusing heavily on gameplay videos. So if you're here for that, I'm sorry. I'd recommend checking out guys like Syndicate or FearCrads or HardShenaniganz. If you're looking for the 100 plus gameplays, the 25 kill streaks, stuff like that, because I'm probably never going to get that, and they are way better at this game than I am. Probably better at this game than I'll ever be. So on that note, I was kind of thinking to myself, if I'm not going to be doing gameplays, what should I be doing? And I'm going to bring you guys, hopefully every week, reviews of things I've just come across throughout the week. So not like gun reviews or map reviews or stats or anything like that, because enough people have already done those. But things like music, movies, games, books, stuff like that. I'm a really, really huge nerd. So yeah, I'm going to be talking about things like tabletop wargaming and, forgive me now. But, so yeah, I'm actually going to jump right into a movie review, because I just recently went and saw Skyfall in theaters. If you haven't seen it yet, I would really, really strongly recommend it. Fantastic movie. I walked out of there with pretty much nothing but praise for it. The main sort of figures in that film are Daniel Craig as James Bond, Dame Judi Dench as M, Javier Bardem as Raul Silva, and Albert Finney as Kincaid the Gameskeeper. And, there was a bunch of other people, but no one really cares about them. I think they did a really good job telling the story. They did a good job keeping it tight, not a lot of loose ends, nothing ridiculous and silly and just so blatantly out of place that you just wanted to facepalm straight through your head. They did a good job keeping the viewer's attention. They never had any down moments that I found. So, you weren't sitting there bored out of your skull. But even when there weren't bullets flying, when there weren't cars screaming around, and no one was beating the crap out of each other, they still did a really good job just making sure the storyline kept advancing and making sure everyone was still enjoying themselves. So, definitely 2 thumbs up there. The acting was phenomenal, and the actors did a really good job with their character interaction. For those of you who've seen the movie already, that one interrogation scene where Sylvia's interrogating Bond, you know the one I'm talking about without going into any spoilers. For those of you who haven't seen the movie, definitely go and check it out when this video is done, because it is fantastic, and it sets the tone for the rest of the movie. But no, overall, really, really, really good movie. I can't really talk about it a ton more without giving away any, spoilers or plot details. But I gotta say that I could definitely go back and see that 2-3 more times in theaters, no problem. And I'd still be more than happy to pay for it on Blu-ray when it comes out. Definitely 5 out of 5 stars on that, and no, just great, great movie, and I'm looking forward to seeing what they do with the rest of the series. On the note of movies, this week I'm going to go see The Hobbit, so expect a review on that, and I'm hoping it'll be pretty good, but we'll see how it ranks up to Skyfall, because as it is now, after Skyfall, they've kind of got a really high bar to hit. So, on from movies though, and talking about music, I just recently found a band by the name of Clutch. They do a cross between blues and hard rock that is just absolutely amazing. Um, so if you're into those genres, definitely check them out. Even if you're not, I can pretty much guarantee you've actually heard at least one of their songs already. And that would be Electric Worry. Uh, Again, when this video is done, and after you finish the James Bond one, go look them up because they are really, really good. And look up Electric Worry, and I can almost guarantee you that you'll recognize it and that you've heard it in something before. But a couple other songs I'd recommend are also The Mob Goes Wild and Rising Sun. Rising Sun has a little bit more of a hard rock feel to it, and it's a little bit on the silly side. Um, not a lot of songs talk about having rainbows by fistfuls or riding pterodactyls and storming castles, but no, it's a ton of fun. Really awesome song. Really, really good guitar work. And The Mob Goes Wild. It's a little more serious. Has a little bit more by way of political undertone to it, and goes back to sort of the more bluesy feel. But both songs are really, really good, and you can probably find most of their work on iTunes for about $1 a song or $10 for the album. And you can probably find most of their stuff anywhere that you can buy CDs. Up here in Canada, you're looking at HMV and just local distributors, and I have no idea where you get them elsewhere. But so on from music to books now. A series I've been following for a while, where the most recent one came out, has actually been Jim Butcher's Dresden Files series. The most recent one is Cold Days, and I think you can really only get that in hardcover at the moment, so that'll set you back about $30. But if you're interested in checking it out, it's a sort of cross between high fantasy and a modern detective novel. The premise is the main character, Harry Dresden, is a wizard who is also a private investigator in the modern city of Chicago, in a world that doesn't believe in magic. But and it follows how he lives and how he sort of creates a balance between the two. But really good series of books. Characters are really compelling. I love them a lot, and I would definitely recommend checking them out. The first one is Stormfront, so go ahead and start from the beginning. The paperbacks are going to set you back about $11 Canadian or $8 US. That's probably closer to about £6-7 over in Great Britain. But pretty easy reads. Definitely not for younger audiences. A lot of mature themes, pretty violent and dark, actually. But each one of these books is about 300, 400 pages long, so they do not take a while at all. And they are good fun. So, nice light read and nice easy read that'll keep you hooked and coming back. It's like crack. If you're more of a pure high fantasy kind of guy, or gal, whatever, Jim Butcher also has the Codex Alera series. Now that one's finished while the Dresden Files is still ongoing. But the Codex Alera is sort of your knights in shining armor, swords and bows and magic. And it's about the same length, about the same difficulty, a little lighter in terms of the tone and themes. So that one's probably about, I would say, teen onward, while the Dresden Files is solidly into the young adult at least. Again, that'll set you back about $11 Canadian, $8 US, or about £6. But I think it's well worth it, and an excellent read that doesn't just pointlessly drag on. Because I am kind of a nerd and a gamer, and am absolutely shameless at it. Recently I came across a tabletop war game by the name of Infinity that I would highly recommend checking out. It's mostly small unit skirmisher games, where you're looking at having no more than about 11 or 12 models on the field. Really cheap to get into. You can buy a starter box with 5-6 models in it and about 130 points worth of guys for $44 Canadian. So I'm not quite sure what that would be US, but they're metal miniatures, so they're less likely to break and have fewer parts to put together, which is nice, but they're a bit harder to clean. Miniature detail is great. It works off of a D20 system, but the nicest thing about this game is that the peripheral stuff is cheap. Really, really cheap. You don't have to buy a rulebook. It's free online. You don't need to buy an army book. You don't need to buy an army builder. Nothing like that. It's all free. It's all easy access. You need a ruler, but that's about it. In terms of dice, you're never going to need more than 5 at any one time. So, there you go. That's easy. So you can get started for about $60 plus the cost of paint and brushes. Tons of fun. The rules are easy to pick up, and it's a quick read. Really, the only thing slowing you down will be your internet connection to download the PDF. But like any good game, such as chess or checkers or whatever, any good strategy game, the rules are quick to pick up, but man, are they hard to master. So you've kind of got countless hours that you can pour into this, and you're still going to be learning new things. It's really, really fun. Now, from strategy and war games to computer games, I'd recommend checking out Steam for some pretty unusual releases. They've got all sorts of interesting things, and new and old. One of the games I recently downloaded actually was Chivalry Medieval Warfare. It was about $15 when I got it on sale, so it's probably about $25, $30 normally. But it is a massively multiplayer, online, first or third person hack and slash. And you don't tend to see a lot of those. You've got Skyrim, but multiplayer on that is pretty limited. And this is all competitive team-based gameplay. Objective play-based, free-for-all, team deathmatch, stuff like that. There are 4 classes for you to choose from: your knight, your vanguard, your man-at-arms, and your archer. And each guy has 12 different weapons that they can select from 3 different groups. 4 different weapons from each group. And it's just absolutely tons of fun, and I'd highly recommend having a good internet connection, though, to play that game, because lag can kill you so badly. So yeah, that pretty much wraps it up. I'm just going to quickly give a shout out to Ghost217 and MichaelMateria and RagingAmish. Those are all 3 channels that don't tend to have a ton of subscribers, but put out some pretty good content. Go specifically, shout out to you, dude, because holy man, he is like the most posh guy on YouTube. And check out his stuff, because he is amazing. And I'll post links to all of their channels, as well as FearCrads, Syndicate, and HardShenaniganz, just down in the description below. And go check them out. Drop them all favorites, likes, subs, you name it, because they work hard for it, and they kind of earned it. But the last thing I wanted to cover, because I am new and all, is I'm probably either knowingly or not knowingly borrowing heavily from the styles of other channels, and forgive me for that. It's still going to take me a little while to find my own groove and find my own style. But it would be really helpful for me for you guys to drop a comment below, and just let me know what I'm doing, and what I'm doing right, what I'm doing wrong, and drop me some feedback or a personal message, and I'll try and get back to you guys. but especially if you guys can find things I'm doing wrong, or tell me if my videos are too long or anything like that, or if I'm rambling, which I'm kind of doing now. But just any criticisms you guys can come up with that would make my videos a little bit better, I'd really appreciate that. And because I kind of want to be putting out the best content I can for you guys. And yeah, so just give me a shout, let me know, and explain why. And yeah, no, I'll definitely try and improve my video quality here. Other than that, I'm not going to ask you guys for likes and subs and favorites and stuff like that. I'm not making any money off of this. This is all just for fun. And I don't intend to partner with Yaush or Machinima or whoever, even if I ever did get that good. So, yeah, no, my gameplays are just wrapping up here. So, alright, thanks for watching, and peace.